Hi, hello. I'm Joyce Trowbridge with Softflix Company, and this is Spill the Beads with me. We're going to make some strawberry dangles with some blueberries and maybe even a little blackberry currant like dangle. I have a an earring that I've already made, and we're going to make its pair. This is a recorded video right now, as we had technical difficulties and the camera kind of went in and out last Friday when I presented this project. So we are going to get going and do this time with, I'm ready to go. Are you ready to go? Let's flip around, check out the beads. I'm going to be using 24 gauge non-tarnished silver. This is what is going to make the dangles with the strawberries. I have some green 26 gauge craft wire to do the topping of the strawberry, but also to do the blueberries and little blackberries. And then I have 18 gauge non-tarnished silver in craft wire. And those are the three wires that I'm using today. I am using for the, and you can see the green on the strawberry dangle is up there at the top to do the little stem. And then I used it to make a little leaf and to make the blueberry cluster. And I also used it to do my blackberry currant cluster. I found these beads that I thought would look really cute with that. So we're going to make a matching pair. And so that is using these pansies to make the strawberries. These are pansy beads that we had at our live sale. And then we have 4mm round glass beads, check glass beads that look like blueberries. And then these really royal blue, purple, 3mm round glass beads from the Czech Republic for my little blackberry. And then I have green delicas for the tops of the strawberries. Let's start out with our, and of course, the ear wires. Let's start out with our 18 gauge to make the chain. We are going to make two types of loops for this. This is a little chain link right here, and they link up really pretty to do a full chain. For our earring, we're going to make one like that, and then we're going to make a figure 8 to go for the top so that it faces in the right direction. I have my round nose pliers that I have marked with a pair of permanent markers. I did one line that's the smaller loop and one line that is the larger loop. I like to mark my pliers all the way around so that no matter how I pick up my pliers, I will see my markings. And pull off a piece of, I like to make my links off of one longer piece and that I just cut as I go. So I'm cutting off a piece that is probably about 8 inches, and then I'm going to just make the links and cut them as I go. To start out, I'm going to start with that small loop, and I like to have a good, nice, flat cut. So I have the flat part of my cutters towards what I want to keep. I'm going to put my finger over that so that little piece doesn't fly off, and I can pick it up easier. And then I'm going to take my Round nose pliers at the line, twist away, open, rotate, grab the wire again and twist away some more until I have kind of a a sideways circle, right? We're not going to make it stand up like we normally would for most links. We're going to just let it be on the side like that. To get it to face the larger link to face the opposite direction like I want for this, I'm going to take the round nose pliers again at the very tip, and I'm going to bend it in that direction first. Then I'm going to take my pliers with the larger, and this is why I do two different colors. It makes me not have to think so much like what is next. I can go, okay, first I do that one, then I go to that one, and the colors help me remind me that I am on the right step. And then wrapping it all the way around. So I have that, and then always before I cut, I want to make sure that they are perpendicular to each other. And then I'm going to cut on the inside of the loop with my cutters. And that gives me my first one here. I'm going to press that down so that it's nice and flat. And that's my one that's going to go at the bottom. And then I'm going to make the one that goes on the top. I'm going to just do it as a normal figure 8. So I'm going to start, but with the two different sizes still to kind of go with it. I'm going to start with that first line, rotate, have my loop, that, cut on the inside, take my chain nose and kind of flatten down, make sure that's nice and closed. And those are my 2 links. Now, I like to make a whole bunch of links, and sometimes I like to hook them as I go. But what I have discovered is if I don't hook them as I go, I can actually open these to attach my links onto my earrings, making it easier to design like where each one goes. So let's make the dangles. I'm going to put those off to the side and make our dangles. So I'm going to start by making the little stem part, and that is with the 26 gauge green wire. Just a larger piece that I'm going to work off of, a longer piece that I'm going to work off of, and then cut it down as I need to. And take the chain nose pliers and the very tips of my chain nose pliers. I'm going to grab the tip of that wire, and then I'm going to bend it down. And then I'm going to grab the other side and bend it up. And I'm going to create a zigzag. Zigzag all the way. Do, 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 do. And I'm going to make as many zigzags as I want to make my little circle for the stem, the top stem. And then I'm going to start smushing them together, and I'm going to try to get them with my fingers, but sometimes it's hard to do, so I take my pliers and I squeeze them. And just kind of have them squeezed in, make them a little pointier because they're cuter when they're pointier, and make them fall into like a little circle. Like that. And don't worry about how it looks because it looks all cute once we get it on the strawberry. Once I have it in that sense, now I'm going to go and grab my 24 gauge, a piece of my 24 gauge silver, because this is how I'm going to make my head pin to dangle the strawberry. I'm going to start with a little tiny circle with the very tips of my round nose pliers. And I'm going to get that circle started and then take my chain nose pliers and make a spiral. I'm just grabbing it to the side and twisting around, making it nice and flat as I go till I have enough. Then I like to take this and, well, sometimes I'll bend it up first and sometimes I will put the bead on first. So I'm going to put the bead on first this time. I'm going to go from the bottom of the pansy to make my strawberry. You can leave it like that if you want to, or what I've been doing for this project is folding this curl to the back of the pansy. And having it in the back so that this is what you'll see in the front. Now I'm going to take my little circle of my stem that I made. I'm going to go up through the circle. And we're going to take the little bit of the green wire and I'm going to wrap it a couple times between the stem and the strawberry. Then I'm going to go and take the green wire up through the stem. Bring this all the way down. And then I'm going to smush that all together up at the top. Push it around. Push it up against the strawberry. Form it around the strawberry. And then I'm going to wrap around on top of the stem. A couple times, 2 or 3 times, and snip off the extra wire. Press that little end in. Adjust my little stem if I need to, but I like the way it organically goes into place with that. And then I'm going to slide one delicate on the top. And we're going to make because this is 24 gauge, I'm going to make a wrap loop. And this is why I like to not, if I had assembled the chain all together, you would have to make sure you put this onto that little chain where you want it. But the way I'm going to show you is to hook them as you go, and that way you don't have to try to wrap this around the chain. Originally, I started making the chain first because that kind of made sense to my brain, but then I found that this was a little bit better. So now we're going to make a blueberry dangle. So we're going to get a piece of that 26 gauge wire again. My other one has the little stem part on it, so I'm going to just leave that one, and I'm going to get a new wire. I'm going to take a blueberry bead and slide that on. And we're going to get that nice and tight next to each other and give it a twist. And then we're going to do again. I'm going to do it with the short end because I gave myself a big tail. Sometimes I give myself a big tail and then I work this way. And then sometimes I give myself a small tail and I work from the long end. It really doesn't matter which one, whatever works best for you. Then twist this around. And I'm going to do one. I think I could do one more with this side. Because I like my little blueberries in clusters of 3 for some reason. So that's what we're going to do. Twist. So I got my 3. Now I'm going to make my leaf. To make my leaf, I'm going to make a loop with my pliers and then twist it and then take the 2 ends and spread it apart. I want this to be a little pointier, so I'm going to squeeze that end a little bit. And then I'm going to open up just by pushing and twisting my wires in there. And then I'm going to take this tail and I'm going to wrap it around a couple times to secure. If I wanted all my leaves to be the same, I would maybe put a 3rd line on there just to do that. But you know what? Nature gives us different sizes. They're not always the same. So I'm not going to fuss too much about it. And then I'm going to make a wrap loop with the rest of this. The top. And secure. So we got a strawberry and a blueberry. Now we're going to do the little blackberry. If I had black beads, that would probably go really well. But I thought these were kind of berry-licious yumminess. It kind of looks like a currant. Kind of looks like, I don't know, maybe grapes if I did grapes. All right, so what I'm going to do here is start out with one of the 3mm beads, and I bet this will work with a lot of different sizes. I'm going to bring that 3mm bead down about 4 inches or so and do the same twist. Okay, now, and I'm going to pull these 2 a little apart so that it got nice and tight. Now I'm going to take my long end and I'm going to put 10 beads on. 6. I'm going to take these and wrap this around the stem that I made and go around upward. I kind of went downwards and now I'm going upwards. Go however works best for your little current. Your little berry cluster of yumminess. And then once I'm up here at the top, I'm going to wrap it nice and tight. You might want to play around with the sizing but that works good for me. And kind of smooch it together. Gets it in place. I am going to make a leaf just like I did on the blueberry. And then cut or wrap that around to secure it a little bit. Snip off that extra wire and make a wrap loop at the top. All right, so now I have all my parts. TV Magic, I already have another strawberry. So we're going to hook those together to make our second. So I'm going to start with this bottom one. So what's nice is these, because it's a 18 gauge and because it's a simple loops on it, we can open these like jump rings. So I'm going to grab half of it with my Chino's pliers and open that up. And then we're going to slide. Let's see, which direction do I want it? Okay, so I'm going to put my blueberry on first because I want them to be mirrored with the other one. Blueberry on first, and then my strawberry, and then close that one up. And then we're going to open up the bottom one of the figure 8. And I want my little blackberry on this side first, and then go put the chain that I'm hooking it to, and then put the other strawberry there. And then close that up just like I would a jump ring. And then I have my ear hook, and we're just going to grab hold, run our ear hook through the top, squeeze it together. I just do that with my fingers. And now I have my pair of earrings, my berry-licious earrings. Oh, there, it's so dark. I'm so sorry that it's so dark. I hope this made it easier to figure out what we did. I know that we had a little mishap before, so hopefully that helps clear that up. Let's put these in my ears and see what it looks like. Let's see. Cute little earrings. Ready to go. I can't wait to finish the rest of mine to turn it in. I'm going to make a matching bracelet to go with these. I have my parts almost all ready for that, so that's going to be exciting and hope to share that with you on my next Spill the Beads. Remember, normally we broadcast this Spill the Beads on Fridays, 9:30 a.m. Pacific Time, 12:30 p.m. This is just a fun little extra no interruption recording. Hopefully it helps clear up. Look how sweet they dangle. I love them. Till next time, have a wonderful day. Bye.